And we're live. Welcome, my friend. We are back.
We're back. Yet again.
Better than ever, to be honest.
Second time this week.
Second time this week. Yep, and more to come.
Yeah, man. Ready to go.
We wanted to do this one tonight. I was going to do one on my own. Been thinking about it all day. But I got Tommy on here too, so we're going to spill a few things. We've got a few different things that we want to talk about.
Yeah, man. We've got a few important topics, eh?
Yeah, we really do.
No.
We wanted to kind of cover more of what's coming up this weekend, talk about that, talk about ways that you can donate towards the cause that we're supporting, shit like that.
And just cover the whole thing,
The
you know?
ins
It's
and
bigger
outs of
than
it.
just the car scene. That's
Yeah,
the
bro,
scary
that's
thing,
it.
is that
It's
people
huge.
might think that we're just doing it for the car scene, but in reality we're doing it for our country, you know, like,
Yeah,
you know,
for
our
country,
people.
for our youth,
Yeah.
for our people. That's exactly
So,
it.
I
And
think
it's
that's
bigger than
probably
us at this
something
point.
big that I want to cover. Is that, you know.
Definitely. Fuck yeah, man. Like, it is bigger than us. We've been doing it. Would you say this is our fifth one?
Fourth official one, and like I'm sure, like, you know, my memory's bad, but we definitely have done, you know, fundraising and things like that,
Yeah.
you know, towards this sort of stuff. But as a official suicide based thing, this is definitely it. Like, you
Yeah.
know, the fourth official.
Suicide awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a big event every year. I missed out on one out of all the ones that we've done. Or it was the year that I stayed home from it all. But every single other one's been absolutely amazing, and it's just the vibe of the night's completely different because it's not.
It's
a
just
normal
something
night.
special, man. Yeah.
It is. It is something special. It is one night a year that is very special because everyone's on the same level. Everyone understands. Everyone gets it. We're all there for the exact same reason.
It's weird, eh? Like, almost everyone feels small that night, if you know what I mean. Like, in that context, you know, everyone sort of feels.
No one's bigger than them in that sense. We're all on the same level.
Everyone's just their true self at that first spot that night, you know, like. Yeah, I don't know. It's a different vibe.
It is. It's a really cool one.
Yeah.
And we've heard a lot of stuff recently that people are dubious to come out because of dramas they have with other people.
Yeah.
This isn't like just one occasion either. We've heard this from multiple people.
Couple of sources now, and like
Yeah.
different friend groups and all sorts, you know.
For
and
different reasons.
Exactly.
Some people are fearful to come out for complete different reasons. People are still fearful because these cars getting stolen at the moment. Shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, all that sort of stuff.
So
But the night's different. The night's not a normal night. The night isn't about any sort of dramas. that you
I'd
have.
just love to have confidence in everyone that everyone's there for the same reason.
For the same reason.
To create awareness and to have a good, wholesome family vibe, you know, just good vibes, get to know each other, you know, change the culture.
That's it.
At the same time,
That's it.
you're raising awareness, you're creating, you know, donations and stuff for the cause.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just a win-win for me.
That's it. It is. It is a win-win.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. So, you know, like, don't fear from coming out. Come out. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference because the bigger the numbers, the more the people that are there, because they're in those dark times, they're in those bad spaces, right? They look around, they see how many people are there and go, holy fuck, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You know?
And while we're on that not alone, you know, like, that's why we've got these stickers. And, like, these are just some of the stickers that we've been sent down from Stick You Up. Like, it's apparently a girl.
Yeah, I'm not sure of her name.
I've never been in contact with them myself, so, like, I don't know. So I don't want to claim anything, but Violet and Aaron from our crew have definitely been in contact with them.
Stick You Up.
And they've supplied us some of these stickers, man, you know, like, I'm pretty sure these are, like, on their website even, I think.
Me? Let's have a look. I'll get up on this one here. See if we can see some of them.
Even maybe get the bigger one. Get that one up there.
Yep.
You know, so...
See what the camera can see. Sorry to audio listeners. Jump on the video if you can, real quick. We've got some donate to I Am Hope QR codes.
Yeah.
We've got some I Am Hope.org stickers. We've got some Cool Line Centres stickers, you know. Everything's there, different colours, the lot. She's done an amazing job for us here.
And that's just the ones that Stick You Up sent us, you know, like, there's so many people getting involved this year.
And there's
so if you know,
different
crews,
ones as well, but we
got
don't want to spoil it.
hundreds of stickers, you know. We've got ones that I Am Hope. One of them's You Matter with the semicolon and a heart. That's one of the designs this year. That's one of our, you know, shout out to Chantel. She's come up with a lot of this stuff this year with Shans. So it's all it's all from the heart, you know,
Yep.
and it's something special. That's why I'm so excited
it.
for it, you know.
The scene around the country has put their efforts towards this.
Yeah.
You know, all for the greater good, all for our own people.
Mm.
And to put everything aside for the night. It doesn't matter for
Yeah.
everyone. Just the only thing that matters is what we're doing.
Exactly.
And that's how it should be.
So
Honestly, man, like if you're fearful of coming out, then you come out, you come park with us.
yeah,
You know, we'll look after you. It's all good.
and like we're selling the stickers for $3 each. Like all of the bigger stickers are $3 each, and then you can get 2 for $5. That's one of the things this year. So that's for the bigger stickers, and then we've got the little semicolon stickers that we've had all the years. Those are for every gold coin. So
Yep.
every gold coin donation gets one of those, and that's pretty much it. You know, all of that money, every single cent goes straight to the charity. We've all donated the vinyl, you know,
Yep.
even Sticky You Up's given these to us as a
Mhm.
part of their donation for the cause.
Yeah, I hear like so many other crews are making their own stickers up.
Yeah, I
For the
know
night
Backyard
too.
Boys has definitely got one. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure the Infamous Boys have got their own sticker coming
Yep.
out, so
We've got the If You Know You Know
It's gonna be
ones,
cool,
we've got
man.
our ones, like
I
everyone's
know
got
for sure
stickers,
I'm going to
man.
want one of every, you know, every
Well, same.
sticker,
Every
you
single
know.
one's going in here. I got I Am Hope up here now.
Yeah,
Up in here. I want to put a QR code somewhere in here too.
yeah.
I thought that'd be quite neat.
Even have it like on the back and
You know
in
what? I'm
there.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. Where's our bag of stickers?
There's one here if you want. Do you want a pink one on there?
Yeah, we'll chuck a pink
Go,
one on
go
there.
for a pink one.
Chuck a pink one on there. We'll do it on
But
camera.
while we're doing it, run this camera so we can
Yep,
see
it's
this. So Violet's come up with an idea that, what is it, every podcast this week?
Yeah, everyone this week. I'm gonna try hit one every night
Yeah,
up until Friday, and even maybe Saturday, Sunday, and like it doesn't matter if it's past the night. It's
Yeah.
gonna carry on for the entire week. So
Yeah.
everyone that I have this night, I'm personally going to be making donations, and anyone that comes on that wants to.
yeah, man. So
Yeah,
I'm
bring some
putting
cash with
$5
you.
in there for sure. So that's going straight to charity.
Yeah, it's all going straight to the exact same cause. I have no need to take the money or put it to any use of my own. If anyone's watched all these videos, you know my views on money. I would much rather give it to the greater good than myself.
100%. And that's why like all of us have donated the vinyl for the stickers. You know, like
Yeah.
we do every year.
Right,
Everyone
right.
thinks like we might take a cut out of it for
No.
everything we're doing and stuff.
Nothing
like,
at
no,
all.
that's not the point.
The
In
enjoyment
charity,
of the night,
yeah.
what we get to see, what we get to experience of the night.
You know,
Is
like
all we need. Is all we want.
I've grown up watching one of my old man's like best mates doing charities for the Timang Hospice. You know,
Yep.
and like one of the ones that they've organised was the charity. It was like a duck race down the Hutt River
Yes.
with little little ducks. I can't remember what the just little plastic
yeah,
ducks. You know, thousands of them, man. So I've always grown up around that environment, and none of those people take a cut from what they're doing. You know, like that. So much effort and stuff goes into that, council planning, and getting all the permission necessary and all of that sort of stuff. So it's pretty insane. Like,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
so I think having that behind me, sort of giving me the strive, and
Yep.
you
We
know,
all want to do the same.
yeah,
No, definitely. It's awesome, man. As we say, every year this is huge.
yeah,
It's bigger than all of us. Do it for the right reason.
yeah. And shout out to Main Hospice as well.
Yep.
You guys do a fucking amazing job.
Yep. Doesn't want to stick to the MDF very well.
Nah,
getting there, though.
stickers don't. Yeah, it's sticking pretty well.
I can confirm that the stickers are actually really good. Like I've
They
used
are
a
insanely
couple.
good vinyl, man.
Good,
Like
good quality. The only
and like I
reason we're
said,
taking
I'm
the
pretty
pains is
sure
MDF.
these ones here with these in the QR code are available on their website.
Yep.
For sale. So if you guys just want to jump on there and cop these, definitely do that.
Yeah, because of course we don't have no limited supply. So once they're gone.
No,
they're
once
gone.
it's like all the stickers. The bigger ones that we've got, the I Am Hope and the Love Heart with the semicolon in it,
Yep.
the You Matter ones. We've got plenty of those. Like I think we've got close to about 500 stickers at the moment.
Man.
So there's heaps of those. They shouldn't run out. But semicolons, they're limited.
We've
I
got
think
small
I might
semicolons.
have maybe 70 to 100 of those.
I've got some from the very first night, but I don't.
Yeah, they
quite
just
know
don't
they're
peel
gone.
too well if they've been hanging around too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a few years now.
If you guys do experience any issues with peeling of the vinyl, I do apologise in advance.
Let us
We
know.
have tried our best this year to get good quality vinyl, so yeah, let us know. But
If
at
we
the end
can-
of the
yeah,
day,
if we can do
man,
something
like,
about it, we will. I'm sure.
yeah, I'm sorry, but there shouldn't be any issues. I'm pretty confident this year's will be perfect. Even last year's I was pretty happy with. I reckon they were fucking sick.
Yeah, last year's ones were
We
cool.
had a few of the Not Alone ones had peeling issues, but in saying that, I used one like not that long ago when I got the Falcon.
Yep.
Perfect.
Mate,
Worked first pop, no issues.
I had no issues with mine on my cars,
Yeah.
so it's mean. No, it's definitely well worth it. Well worth it indeed.
Yeah. Definitely get amongst it.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to show the stats as well because I know people are aware that we have a high suicide rate. And just like pre-warning, these numbers aren't nice. Like these are some horrific numbers in all honesty. But this is our, like, since 2009 to 2020, our suicide rates overall.
Just within New Zealand.
Just within New Zealand,
yeah.
like over the past 10 years. So I'll just chuck that up on screen there.
Like, I don't know if you saw that thing I shared from Spates today.
Yes, I did.
Instagram. Yeah,
yep.
Like one Kiwi male in New Zealand dies every single day, if not more, from suicide. And it's like, you know, that sort of hit home for me when I read that at fucking 7 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
You know, just
knowing
that within our country, have we got 5 million people maybe?
Yeah.
You know, one person every day.
Every day, man. Well,
that's fucked up.
As these numbers are here, I'll chuck it up here for you to see too, as we looked at before. So our solid line is our confirmed, and our dotted line is suspected. And every year they've been pretty damn close from what they suspected to what actually was. There's been like a 10 to 20 person difference.
Yeah.
It is dropped over the past year, but this is still suspected, obviously. So hopefully that does follow along the lines that this has. But we're looking up at close to 700 people in 2019.
And it's just 1 year, man.
It's just
you know,
1 year.
Like, what's that? 661 lives.
Yep.
Lost to suicide.
629 the year before. 598.
They all it like literally makes me want to cry now. You know,
yeah.
thinking about like all those people that are lost.
You're looking at no less than 500
and
each year for the past 10
killer
years.
thing is like that 2019. Like I lost one of my mates from college. I remember him like passing in 2019.
He's one of
so
those
like,
one.
you know, that's one of those numbers right there.
Yeah.
And that's someone that I know. So I can't even imagine how many people are out there that had multiple. You know.
Exactly. So like
that's horrific.
As we know, they are high, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
that is why we are doing what we are.
That's why we're doing all of it.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing all of that. It's why we're doing the meet that we do regularly. It's why this is what we do. This is what we try and do all year round. Is we just try and be the people that we are to prevent that kind of stuff from happening.
And I just want to shout out Jamie Benson as well. Like, he's in the car saying JTS Creative, I'm pretty sure is that on Instagram.
Yeah.
Had a good yarn. I don't know if you saw it on our Instagram.
No, I haven't looked, actually.
Yeah, had a good yarn with him. And that guy's been through some shit as well, you know, and he's spoken to me, like, well, not even, you know, gotten into it yet, but just knowing that he's out there and going through stuff and he's seen what we're doing and supporting us and giving out this, you know, package that he's come out with is fucking awesome, you know, like that's the sort of shit that I want to see. And it's just cool to know that someone that I, you know, you just drive past all the time in the skyline and see him, and, you know, big body gang would fucking wave out at each other, no idea really who each other are, and now doing this, you know, I've gotten to know that he's gone through shit in his life, and he's so thankful that we're putting in the effort for this and recognises it. Like, that hits home. So shout out to you, bro. Sorry we didn't fucking give you a shout out the other night. He hit me up saying about Aaron, saying Rickster.
Yes.
And it was actually him doing the giveaway. So
true.
Everyone watching, there you go. It was him. I'm outing Aaron if you're watching, bro. But yeah.
Crack up.
So shout out to you, man.
Absolutely amazing. Fucking awesome.
So if there's any other photographers out there that want to get amongst and do shit like that, please, by all means, step forward, because it's fucking cool.
Definitely.
It's all for the same cause. So.
Yep. Well, that's it, man. And like I was still saying before, like, this is the people that we are, and we don't do this just once a year for this one-off as well. Like, we do this big thing that everyone can get involved with once a year. Like, we're a part of this thing that, you know, but this is what we try and do all year round regardless. These are the kind of people we are. We
have done for years, you know, like,
we want nothing more than people to be okay and happy. Like, we've personally been through a hell of a lot, man, and we're 24, 25 years old. I feel like that's way too young to have gone through some of the shit that people like you and me have gone through. You know, I don't know, I couldn't even tell you how many times I considered being one of those numbers. I couldn't tell you how many times it came that close. And I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like. I know what it's like up here. And it's really hard to get over the fact that when you're in those states, that it seems like that's more powerful and you're going through worse than anyone else has ever been through, and that no one's going to understand you.
Yeah, you're just numb to the whole world. Like, we've been there, you know.
It's so hard to get over that. I know how it feels deeply. Like was saying to Tommy before we started the podcast that even now, every day is a battle, a good and a bad battle.
Yeah.
A battle because I have to, but I do it now to stand up for myself.
Yeah.
You know, as most of you know, I'm
And for other people,
transitioning.
yeah.
You know, I'm trans. For the past 3 years, I've gone through this so far. It's not something I do talk about often, but I feel like here's a good time
Good
to
time,
do it.
yeah, man, yeah.
But like as much as I run into people these days that I haven't seen in years, and they tell me how good I'm looking and how proud they are of me and that I look real happy and stuff, and yeah, like there's lots of aspects that have made my life better because of it, and I'm like forever thankful that I worked this out and made this choice that I've gone down. I would never take it back for the world.
Yeah.
But
It's hard.
it's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard 70% of the time.
Yeah.
You know, like 30% of it, I have a great time.
Yeah.
But for 70% of it, man, everyday things is hard.
Yeah.
And still can be. It's something that is still a struggle.
And it's real, and it's real for a lot of other people out there, you know, like not necessarily going through the whole trans thing,
just in general.
but just in general. It
That's
could
it.
be something that's as small as, you know,
Yeah.
not being able to afford a mother on the way to work sort of thing, if that's your vibe, you know, like
Yep.
something as small as that might trigger someone. But
Yeah,
for every
that's
single
it.
person out there, we have different trigger points, you know, and like people
The
go through
simplest of
different
things
shit,
can
and that's
be
why I get so
the hardest.
frustrated when people snap at other people over the smallest thing. I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah.
be the bigger person, like,
Yeah.
you know, take a step back and realise that.
This-
exactly.
this,
you know?
bro,
Yeah,
like-
that quote right there. What does it say?
Use your words instead of your hands. If they use their hands first, well, full send.
Full send, you know,
Bro, I
like,
was saying to Aaron last night, right? This is a good thing that I can use towards males because it's a very simple-minded thing. Not
Yeah.
to say anything bad here, but it's something that I know will get through to males. I know how the minds
Yeah.
work with both sets now.
yeah,
As I've said multiple times, I'm very good with fucking emotions and shit. But this is simple, man.
Yeah.
People can get.
yeah,
It's like, you're not the bigger man if you throw the first hit.
yeah,
You're the weaker one, Mary. All well and good if you have to defend yourself,
yeah.
but be the bigger man.
Yeah,
Use your
being the
words
bigger
first.
man is a mental game.
It's a
Like,
mental game,
yeah.
man. It's
And
much
that's
stronger to show that
you know, it's
you're...
prevalent in New Zealand, man. You look at the statistics, you know, like suicide is real among everyone in New Zealand,
Mhm.
but statistically it is males, you know, and it's
Yeah.
young males at that.
And I get that.
And that comes down to that, you know, like
Yes.
if you're constantly getting beaten down
That's
and
the
you,
new mindset.
you can't get back up some days, man, and then you've got this shit that's not, you know, not that running through your head, you got the other opposite, you know,
Yep.
that's where shit's going
It's-
wrong, you know, so
it's
if
far
people
too
get that in
easy
their head,
for a male's mind to snap.
yeah,
Like we do it so
trigger
naturally.
points, man, that's
That's
what I
it.
mean, you know,
We're-
like everyone's...
Males don't quite have as much control over the mindset like that
Yeah.
because of the testosterone that builds the anger up. It's all natural. I totally understand it. I've been through it. You know, I see the aspects. It took me a long time to get my anger into a right position and gain control over it. And fuck, like anybody that can walk away from a situation without resulting to violence or anything like that, man, you are way stronger than you could ever show physically.
Oh, 100%.
You know,
Yeah.
like way fucking stronger. If you can control yourself that much mentally, that's way more powerful than being able to throw your body around strongly.
Fucking
Way
hell.
more powerful, bro. I recognize that.
Yeah.
I 100% recognize that.
100%. Yeah.
That's it. Like, there's so many things that everyone has to deal with on a daily basis, and so many things that may seem so stupid to others is such a valid point. And I've gone through different mindsets of kind of realizing that nothing matters. I went through a big phase of realizing that nothing matters, because on a broad basis, sure, nothing does. And nothing really has meaning because it's only things we attach meaning to that makes it meaningful. So I went through a really blank phase of emotion for some time because of that. I
Yeah.
stripped myself of a lot of decent emotion.
And that's that numbness.
And that was horrific, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to like relearn how to live in the real world
Yeah.
and how to actually be human is a hard task. Don't
Yeah.
strip yourself of your emotion. You're just as valid as anybody else, and so is your points.
Yeah.
That's why we have the podcast.
Yeah.
That's why
Exactly.
I've always wanted this podcast to
And
be
that's
a
why,
thing.
like, something that my grandparents and my parents have always said to me is stay true to yourself. And, like, that just rings home, like, hearing you say that, you know, like, if you guys stay true to yourself, you know, like, nothing bad will go, you know.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's you, you know, like, whatever you're feeling is what you need to, you know, go with. And if you do feel upset, that's when you need to reach out. It's because up here, like, in yourself, you can't fucking, you can't cope with everything.
No,
And that's
man.
why there's multiple people in this fucking world. It's because you need multiple people to survive.
You do. It's,
You know? We're in it together, so...
We need it naturally.
That,
Whether you think you want it or not,
yeah.
naturally we need it.
Yeah.
Like, the mind's a powerful place, bro. Like, what you feed it will change it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so...
Like, I'm terrible at putting it into words, but I hope it's coming across. Like,
I understand what you
know.
mean. But that's, like... I was listening to a song today, people probably fucking know it. But one of the lines is, the mind's a powerful place, and what you feed it can change it in powerful ways.
Yeah.
Right? It's pretty cool, but you've got to be careful. You know, you start feeding yourself bullshit, bro. You start living like a bullshit life. It's just that's how it happens naturally.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you've got so much control over how you operate. You know, your mind, and you are you. You know, you can't be. People don't like being read. People don't like their emotions being read because they think that's something that they can control and it's something that's close to them. But they don't realize that no, it's actually very naturally comes out of them without them trying.
Yeah,
to.
exactly. Yeah.
You know, we do things very naturally on a daily basis. You know, you ever tried to sneeze but also tried not to? That happens naturally. You can't control that. The body does so many things naturally. We just have a conscience that goes along for the ride for the majority of it. You know, what you feed your brain will result in how it acts. You know, you start
it's like
treating yourself badly,
someone
not
holding
looking
a flame,
after
you
yourself.
put your hand over it. You know, like you can. It hurts, but
It
you
hurts,
can,
bro.
you can.
You could hold it, there, but you won't. You know,
It's just little things, man.
that's
It's just the
man.
brain at the end
it
of
is
the day.
recognizing
But
that. You know, but people say all the time you got to keep healthy to keep yourself healthy mentally, and that's exactly it. You know, you don't look after yourself, you won't be in a good mental state. You might be trying to work out why are you so depressed all the time. It could be the simplest of things that you're not eating well. It's the simplest of things. You can't control it. It's just how the brain works.
So if anyone out there wants to have a buzzy conversation like this, come on. Like,
Come on.
Come and sit next to us. Have a yarn.
Yeah.
We don't bite. We're nice people. Like, you know.
Which brings me to, I want to talk about the podcast as well, since we now obviously have a good growth in the car scene around us, which is awesome. Welcome to everyone.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's shared it and subscribed.
100%. Always welcome to come on, listen, be a part of this. Always. Like every episode from the very first one, I've been saying the first two words is welcome, welcome. Because I say it in the meaning where you're welcome.
Yeah,
bro.
everyone is
you
welcome.
are welcome here. 100%. This is a peaceful place. I've tried to create this as much of a peaceful place as possible.
Even Marv, said it on the way home last night. Like how chill of an environment it was.
Yep.
It felt like home.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That's what I try and make it to be. I've had people that have come in here feeling like shit and walked out feeling 100 times better with a smile on their face.
Me, multiple
That's
times.
how I want it to be.
Yeah.
That's what I try and strive for it to be. There's no bullshit around here.
Yeah.
You need to come have a yarn. Come have a yarn. It's fine. If you don't know how to contact me, contact anyone that's been on here. Anyone that's ever been on, give them a contact. They'll show you my way. I'm pretty sure there's an email tied with this. I'll have to find it out, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's unknownsomethingelse@gmail.com. Like, you can honestly just flick that a message even if you have no other way of getting in contact with any of us on here.
Write a fucking novel for all you want.
Yeah.
If Violet doesn't want to read it, she'll email it to me and I'll read it.
Yep. That's it. You don't have to come here to come on podcast if you don't want. Like, that's not what I'm asking either. But this is a place you can come to.
And that's why I always, when I'm on here, I say drop a comment. Like, fuck, who cares if someone's reading it? Make a fake account and drop something in the comments. If you just want to get something small off your chest, just do it in the comments.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
We'll see it.
You don't have to talk about it on podcast. We could just talk about it with you. If you don't, stuff like that. I want people that have also been through things and come out the other end of it to come on here and talk about
share their experience. Show it,
I know I can understand people that are inexperienced in the situations to not want to come on and talk about it on here. That's perfectly fine. You can come talk about it in confidence with just me if you really want. I take on a lot. I can take on people's problems and issues without taking them on personally. So I utilize that. As I've said many times, I can read emotion really well. Spent my whole life trying to work out how emotion works. I just spent all my childhood by myself working out what emotion feels like, what it looks like on people, how it reacts with people. I've never used it in a malicious way. I know people don't like being read. Like I said earlier, people hate it. To be honest, I see people struggling, bro. I can see the emotion come off them. I can see the anxiousness in people. I can see the sadness in people. I can see it all, and then their what's it called? It's like micro expressions. The ones that come through naturally. I know how to read them. I've never ever used that in a malicious way. Never will. The only reason I would ever want make someone aware that I can see what they're going through is because I want to help. That's all I want, because I know what that look feels like.
Yeah.
You know, I see someone, I'm like, I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
That's a horrific place to be.
Yeah.
All I want to do is help. Not a lot I can do in this world, but if I can fucking help people, I will. You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
So, and that's what this podcast is. I've done episodes with people where we just, as we said, the buzzy conversations, just ramble in depth fucking over nothing, or theoreticals, or maybes or nots, yes or no's, whys and why nots, you know. And I understand like some of those conversations don't have much meaning to them, but listening to them can be that distraction that someone needs. So will be episodes like that on here if anyone wants to come on with trippy ass stories or any sort of things, you know.
Just anything, man. Life experiences.
You think you had an alien encounter? You come tell me
about
it.
Yeah, like you got to remember that I'm a viewer as well, you know. Like I want to be able to go home and sit there and watch someone else talk about, you know, like random shit.
Yep.
I'm interested. So I just want to know what people are like out there, you know.
Yeah. And obviously this is also going to be a part of the scene as it's in the up and coming growth of the Change the Culture movement. As Marv said the other night, and I thought about it a bit more because he was talking about how he wants, like, we need our own media source, is what he said.
Yeah.
You know, the only media source the Carlsen have is the
Social
current
media,
generic media sources that put a bad name of us out there.
Yeah.
You know, so how about we talk behind the scenes and talk about what actually goes on at drags, the side that people don't get to see, the side people don't get to hear about. You know how I said that the worker at work that works behind the office, that they know like about the car scene and stuff, but aren't involved with it whatsoever. But of course they know all about it, and you know they don't care themselves. But
it makes you worry what they know. Yeah, you know, like they don't get to see the good.
Yeah,
part
exactly.
Of it.
I went to work today and was like, yo, I've got to show you this just out of like self pride here. This is what we did in the weekend and cleaned up all of these spots and showed everything that we did. And I was like, I know you probably don't have like much of a care, but no, media sources aren't going to tell you what we did. Yeah. So I thought I would show you. You might go and tell someone else that you know that's like works down there or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and she was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it is cool.
So I can see this being that aspect as well.
And the amount of people that have commented on our Instagram message just saying, you know, like, thank you for doing what you're doing for the car scene, and like, how can I get involved and stuff. Like, it doesn't take us to do it as well. Like, that's something I want to touch on is like, if you are some of those people that have messaged us and said, you know, wow, that's awesome, you know, next time you're doing it, post up and we'll come out. Make a point of just going out, you know, like, fuck, if you're going for a little drive on a Saturday or a Sunday, just go down to one of the spots and pick up 5 or 6 bottles, you know, every little bit counts. Just take a little bag,
chuck them in the nearest bin,
put them in your back, you know, in the boot, and drive to the servo and get rid of them. Like, little things like that is just, you know, if everyone makes that little bit of effort, it's all going to be that much easier for everyone, you know. Like,
that's it. If we can like do things like clean up the streets after ourselves, then
it just shows people that we've got that little bit more respect,
that.
You know. Like, obviously it's still disrespectful doing skids and racing and the dangers behind all of that. I can see that. I'm not arguing with that. But at the same time, if people are respecting the streets, like cleaning it up and taking pride in where we go, you can't knock us that much, you know. Like, there's nowhere in Wellington to go and do those illegal things. So if people are doing it in a respectful manner in respectable spots away from public, to me, there's no argument there.
That's
like,
it. That's it. We're trying our absolute utmost.
If we're showing that we can do it, give us somewhere that we can maintain and do it legally. We will do it. You know, like, once the culture's there.
Like I said earlier to Aaron, like, if we can make this movement, that gives us a better chance at getting something on our end, you know? You know, show that we're willing to work with them. Yeah,
and I know that Marv's going to be watching this and he's going to be worked up because he'll be like, "That's my idea."
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like,
no, this is it. This is Marv. Like, he wanted to change the culture and he's made the push.
He's making that push, like, and so like, shout out to the Backyard Boys and him for giving it that extra push. But it takes everyone. You know, that's the point I want to make. You know, it's not just one crew that can make it happen because we post up and everyone comes out that weekend because that crew's doing it. It needs to just be a subconscious thing that everyone's like, okay, fuck, I've finished my drink. I'm going to walk back to my car and put it in the car. Or I'm going to walk to the car over there and say, hey, bro, do you mind if I put my bottle in here instead of on the street? You know, once that culture's built up and people see, like, oh, you know, sweet, bro, you can chuck it on the back of here. I'm going on the servo later. You know, that culture is built, and that's something that Marv and Backyard Boys is working towards. So I want to you know,
And that's
shout
it,
them
and
out,
it's-
and as well as shout out the car scene that is in that culture at the moment, because that chat that Marv's made with us, you know, the community chat, everyone in there is in that mindset. So the bigger that chat gets and the bigger that community gets,
the better.
You know.
That's it. That is exactly
Making
it, man.
moves, man. So
Yep.
that's cool.
Now, the other thing I wanted to say in line with that as well, I wanted to say it the other night because I thought about it, but I couldn't quite get in, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So after we managed to achieve this, we also have the role of making sure that we keep this up, not just keep it up for ourselves, but teach the younger people that consistently come into drags every year that this is how we do it.
Yeah.
And this is how you're going to do it, to be a part
And
of
I feel
this.
like once that culture with the current scene is established, it will just be a flow-on effect.
Yes.
You know, like there's always the older brothers and the older sisters and you know, the mums and the dads and all that sort of stuff. So it will naturally sort of flow down. But you're right, like there needs to be those faces in the scene that are, you know, making that change.
Yes, because I do see a lot of people that just bag on the youngest at the drags just for the fact that they're the youngest.
The 12s, yeah.
Exactly, and yes, there are some of the 12s in quotations.
Like it's a generic
that everyone
term,
talks
like
about.
everyone says the 12s because that's
But there is
that group.
some of those 12s that aren't educated.
Yeah.
That's it. And if we just show them the ropes, they would be fine.
And like that's the best part is like the younger ones are the ones that want to learn.
Yes.
And that's sort of what I'm coming to terms with now, seeing backyard boys and stuff. You know, I've got all of these young guys and backyard boys hitting me up.
Yep.
Because they've seen that I've been around for a while, and you know, like I've got connections throughout the scene and all this stuff, and they're asking me like, how do I get to, you know, run a meet and do all this sort of stuff, and it's cool to see, you know. So
it is.
If we show those people,
if we can do that, and if everyone can do that, because everyone's got to do this, if everyone can do that, then this scene's going places.
100%. Well, it already is, man.
It is. It definitely.
It always has been, and that's something that's.
But imagine where
I don't
we could
want
go
to.
with this.
You know, doing all of these podcasts, I don't want the older car scene to get fucked off with us. I don't want anyone to think that we haven't forgotten our roots. You know, like
no.
I'll never forget my roots in the car scene. You know, like those guys were the OGs. They taught me everything I know. You know, and I don't want to lose touch with that. But at the same time, the world's changing. You know, like, and I want to be that change that keeps some of the old school vibe, and you know, like it's the dumb shit. You know, like that's got to be a part of it. But at the same time, we've got to keep moving. You know, like we've got to play the rules to somewhat. You know.
Yeah.
And that's where I think change the culture comes into play, and like
it does. That's it. It's not. We can't completely change the culture, like strip the aspects of it completely bare, because it's always going to be what it is, because that is what people want. Of, you know, a good portion of people. But we can do the right things about it.
Exactly. You can have the right morals and
respect,
and it's the culture. You know, like everything under that. If we've got the fundamentals, there's no worries. You know, like seeing all this bad press about New Plymouth and Auckland and truckies getting attacked and people getting hurt by rollers and you know things like that. It's all stemming from the fact that the roads are getting fucked up. People are ditching rubbish. You know, like fights are breaking out. People aren't letting traffic flow. Things like that.
People
you know,
are
obviously, it's a massive draw card for people having big numbers and invasions and all this sort of stuff. That's fucking cool. But at the same time, if we want to be able to do that, you've got to be somewhat respectable. You know, if you see that you're coming up to an intersection and 60 cars have just gone through there and there's like 10 cars waiting, be that guy that stops and flashes your lights. Let those people out. Show them that, you know, you're respecting the road.
Yep.
At the end of the day, without the roads, we can't drive. So, you know, have that mindset of, fuck, that guy's been waiting for ages. I'll be the goo cunt, I'll let him through. He'll remember that. He'll be like, hey, you know, the drags actually stopped and let me through. You know, maybe they are changing, you know.
Yeah.
And if that
keeps... honestly, the smallest of things can make the biggest difference.
You know, and I did it at leaving Lyle Bay the other day. Came along and saw heaps of cars, keep going. Someone was at the stop sign, so I flashed the lights. First thing they did was beep and give me the thumbs up.
Yep.
And it was an older guy, you know. Yep. Drove out, the guy behind him looked, and I was like, nah, keep going, you know.
Yep.
Flew out, gave me a beep. Those two people might know someone that's real high up at the council. You've got no idea, you know.
Never know. As ambitious as it sounds, you never know.
You never know. So just small things like that, you know. All it is just changing the public's perception on who we are as a community.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we all work the normal jobs. We all have families that are the general public. So if we can change the general public's views and say, hey, you know, fuck no, my brother's in that, you know, he's one of those guys, they don't do that shit.
Yep.
Eventually, it'll
That's
build
why
up
I
and it'll be like,
showed
who's that guy that did
person who
that?
worked
And,
today.
you know.
For that exact reason.
Yeah.
You know, because I now have someone that is aware of what happens more than what like, everyone would normally know. And I know for a fact that if anyone, if they were around anyone that was like, oh,
they'd say, hey, hang on.
the Friday, they'll be like, whoa, hold up, actually, I know someone, and this is actually what they do.
Yeah, some of them aren't all like that, you know.
Exactly,
So
and it's amazing how far we
it's small steps, man. You know, you got to walk before you can run. So
it's getting
to everyone out there that's getting frustrated and all this stuff, well, obviously it's not going to happen like that if we keep getting bad press every couple of weeks, you know. And something that I'm taking on board and something that I'm going to push for within the leaders of the Wellington community is not hosting massive meets. Like, that's something I'm going to push for next year. It's like, keep that to a minimum. Just try and have smaller meets, and then we'll sort of set it for like the long weekends and things. We might have something big.
Yes.
But I think that's something that we need to sort of, you know, step back a little bit.
Yeah.
Tone it down a little bit.
People from out of town.
Yeah. And that'll sort of allow the community not only to flourish into like a day community, but it'll allow everyone to sort of come to terms with the fact that it's not just a massive party, you know. Like, I think it'll get rid of quite a lot of the 12s. People get bored and be like, I'm not going out to that, and it'll leave the car enthusiasts behind, the people that actually want that community.
Yes. Like we're even seeing now, man. Infamous trying to call me.
I've seen that.
I even fucking I'm seeing it now with that chat, the community one. Like, they're out every day, bro. People are around and about doing stuff
every day, every night.
Every day, every night. Right now, it's always been Fridays that day. Now it's 7 days a week. There's something happening. How
and
sick
it's that
is
community.
That? Yeah. That's it.
No, it's cool.
It's real cool.
It's that change the culture thing as well. Like, like Marv, you've put a name to it, and fucking shout out to you for that, man. But this is something bigger than all of us. This is something bigger than Wellington. This is like it's a global thing, man. You know, like lately I've been watching videos and stuff from castings all around the world, just seeing how other countries do it and invasions and things like that. You know, so it's cool.
It's cool. It is cool.
Yeah. So it's bigger than it's bigger than all of us. Like,
yeah, it is. It is bigger than all of us, and it's cool to see finally happen. Like, we've been wanting this sort of thing to happen for a while now, but of course we didn't quite have the platform or full ability or quite know how to go about being able to make this big of a movement and amongst this bigger people. And like I say, shout out to Marv and Backyard Boys. They're the ones that managed to do that.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. It's really fucking awesome. And with all the other people involved with us, you know, like, we'll give a shout out to was it Midnight Runners? I know they're in there. What's the Siren crew called? I know they're small, but fuck, they're actually kind of cool. They're the guys that don't come to drags and
I would not have heard it,
but
I'm sorry guys if you're watching, I can't think of it.
All the crews in the community chat, man.
Let's just say they're all souls.
Midnight Runners, Backyard Boys, all of them, man.
Yeah.
Every single one. If I missed you off here, I know I've missed a few, but like all of them.
Not even just the crews, man, just the scene. You know, you guys know who you are, everyone that we come and say hi to, like, just the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate every single one of you that are putting an effort in towards this.
I might need to dip out of the garage and make a phone call.
That's all good, man. That's all good. We'll go to some form of intermission with me rambling or something.
Yeah. Alright.
You want me to open the door?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll close it back down, just knock when you come back in. Sup, yo? It's just me now for the next few minutes. Yeah, so I was actually going to do a solo one tonight, but then Tommy had asked if he'd come around and jump on too, which is awesome. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of reiterate a bit of what is happening on this podcast and what it's about, and how I am an open person. I've been through a hell of a lot, and probably will consist to go through a hell of a lot. I don't know, my life has been pretty broken this whole journey, and it's taken me a while to kind of realise where I am and what to do, as I can imagine most people would. I've said it so many times, and I'll probably still keep saying it, but like, I get it. I get what goes on up here. I really do. And I want to use that ability to help. My whole life I've done nothing but help people. Nothing but good things for good people. Try to. My hardest, anyway. I don't have time for things like arguments and conflict and stuff like that. I understand that conflict's quite a natural aspect of being human. We are quite attached and addicted to causing conflict. We get some sort of subconscious kick out of it. No one likes to admit that because it sounds wrong. I totally get that. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that people just like fucking conflicts. They like conflict. I get that it's a natural being. It's a natural subconscious thing that we're drawn to quite often, but too often to be honest. But we've got too smart of an intelligence, too smart of a brain for our own monkey bodies. So I get that. But I try to live a peaceful life. It's draining sometimes, but like I say, I do it for everyone else. I do it for the people. That's all I want to do. So I've said it a million times before, and I'll say it again, I'm sure. But I'm here. No one's alone, ever. If you ever feel alone, you ever feel like you can't turn to anyone, chuck the podcast on, give it a listen. There's some friendly voices on here. We love you all. You back?
I'm back.
He's back.
Mum says to give you a vest.
Oh, it's lovely.
Sorry about that, team.
It's all good.
Family first.
Always.
Yeah. Alright, what did I miss?
Not a hell of a lot. No one came. No one left.
Oh,
just you.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Bastards.
Yep.
So you shouted everyone out?
Yeah, there's just I just want to give a shout out to, what's his name? Pure NZJDM. Sorry, I'm trying to remember everyone. Is a difficult task, but I've got it all here. Pure NZJDM on TikTok.
Yeah, man.
Young buck in the scene coming into it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, nothing but enthusiasm.
Local Burners boy, as far as I know. So shout out to that, man. That's good.
That's mean.
Nah, up and comers, man. That's what we need. Like we said, like it all starts with the younger generation. You know, like if the younger people understand where we're coming from and try and influence their mates, you know, before they even start coming out, they know the rules. You know.
Yeah.
So for him, if he's watching, you know, like say to your mates, you know, right, like, you know, the scene's changing, you know, like all these guys are about cleaning up after themselves and maintaining and respecting the streets. You know, if you get that message out at school,
yeah, the word's going to go around.
Once you guys leave school, you're going to all get your cars and, you know, want to go out to the meets and stuff like that. So once you're out there in the scene, you've already got that mindset. Fuck, we're already there, you know.
Yeah,
so,
it's awesome. It's perfect.
Shout out to all the up and comers. Like,
yeah.
Don't think you're a 12-y just because you're at school or going to course and, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, we all started there. I used to cop shit for being a young buck as well.
Yeah.
Fuck. Everyone starts from there, so don't be shy. Come and say what's up.
Yep.
We've all been there.
So yeah, go chuck his TikTok a follow. Is that what TikTok calls it? A follow? I feel old. Yes.
Yeah.
Pure NZJDM. Sick content. Local.
Definitely.
Love it.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, man. I feel like we've done well this podcast.
We covered what we wanted to cover.
We've definitely touched on everything that we needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as long as the message is out there about changing the culture, and most importantly, you know, the need and just absolute need to change the culture around suicide in New Zealand and the world.
Yep.
As long as that's out there and you guys understand where we're coming from and how important it is to us and a lot of people that we're close with, you know, I feel like we've done our job.
Yep.
So, yeah, for anyone watching, make sure you bring a few of these out, you know, cop some stickers and donate, because at the end of the day, it's all going to help I Am Hope, and they are probably, I'd say, one of the biggest providers for the services in New Zealand, you know.
Yep.
So, it's humbling to know that all the money that we get to see at the end of the night is going straight to everyone in New Zealand.
Straight to all the people that won't become those numbers.
Exactly. You know, like, we don't want to know that is, you know, people from our communities.
Yes.
You know, we don't want that number at all.
Yeah.
So this money hopefully will drop that
number
astronomically.
That's
you know?
it. Big time.
And that's why we're so, I don't know, hard out this year. Well, even myself, like probably talking about myself more than anyone else, but I'm so hard out about sharing and hyping this up. Like people are probably getting pissed from seeing it all over Instagram and Facebook, but
Probably, but
I just want everyone out there to see it, you know, and like know that it's happening. Sure, you might see it once and flick past it, but you'll see it again and again, and then you'll stop, hold that down on your phone and be like, okay, I'll read it now.
Yep.
Hopefully that message will get out, and like I said to you, I posted on something else today in hopes that it might get Auckland sort of on the same page, and they might do something for Gumboot Friday. So it's bigger than just us. So
we'll put it this way, right? As I was saying earlier, the amount of shit that people like us have been through in the scene, and the amount of times that so many of us that are part of this big movement right now and doing quite a big part of this big movement almost became one of those numbers.
Yeah.
If we ever did, bro, but we may not have been here right now doing this sort of thing.
Exactly.
For people,
yeah.
You know, we just would have been one of those numbers. You may not have the scene like you do now because we may have lost people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just doing it for randoms, we're doing it for ourselves just as much.
Yeah.
For the people around us, even if you don't know them.
And there is a lot of big names in the scene lost to suicide, unfortunately.
Yeah, there is.
Quite often it is the bigger names, you know, like people that are friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Are the ones that quite often are doing, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's fucking...
It's not how it should
it's
be.
horrible, you know, like those people are... I don't know, whether it's they take too much on, or whether or not it's just they feel so alone that they have to be in touch with everyone. Like, yeah, it's a scary thing. So don't go thinking that, you know, people like myself are A-OK, because it could be the most friendly, happy person out there that's actually the one that's struggling the most. So keep that in mind.
It's it, like I say, man, every person I run into goes on and says about, like, how happy I look that I've done this change and go through this. But like I say, 70% of the time, man, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, and they don't see what's going on.
They don't see what's going on. I'm glad that I project a happy vibe because I believe that you lead by expectation. You know, I want people to see me as an approachable person and stuff like that. But like I say, like,
it's a struggle.
You don't see what goes on up here.
No.
I understand what goes on up here. That's why I say you can come talk to someone like me or like you.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you do come and try and talk to us and we do seem that little bit awkward or recluse or whatever, you know, like, that's because we are also going through shit. You know, don't go thinking it's because we don't like you or because we don't want to talk to you. It might just be that you've called us at that time where we're actually going through something as well. Doesn't mean that we're not going to talk to you. It might just mean it just takes that little bit longer for us to feel comfortable. So
that's it.
That's something else that, you know,
we try our hardest. We do try our hardest, and like I say, we'll be there for anyone as much as we can.
Yeah. So no, I'm happy. But yeah,
I'm happy too.
Definitely scavenge down the side of your couches, look under all the floor mats, fucking...
Bro, I worked my ass off the past 2 weeks so I could get like a bit of a good pay this week. Yeah. So I could put as much as I can towards this.
Yeah, come fucking Thursday night, bro, I'm tipping my house upside down and getting every fucking loose coin I can, eh? Like, I'm not even joking. I said to Aaron, I was going through everything, man. There's got to be coins under my seats for sure, so nah. Do it. Everyone out there
that's
watching.
Work with a bucket on fucking Friday. And be like, guys, like, I want to see this thing full of shit by the end of the day.
There's nothing more rewarding than walking around, seeing all your guys' faces, like, what? When you hear the bucket just, like, full of coins, you know? Like, you guys get excited. How do you think we feel? We're like, holy fuck, you know? Well, you get to count it at the end of the night, and, you know, I think the biggest one I've seen that we counted for our suicide meets was, I think, 1,230 or something, you know? It'll be on our page, but, like, honestly, man, it's a big number at the end of the day. Considering it's just people like you and myself donating a couple of loose coins here and there. You know, sure, you get the odd guy that chucks in a $50 note and shout out to those people because, like...
Did you see that guy that's donating...
$1 for every $10?
$1 for every 10, bro?
He messaged me, and
How sick is that?
He wasn't going to post up, and I was like, bro, you need to post up. I was like, I want people to know that you're doing
That's
that.
That's amazing,
you know?
bro.
Yeah.
$1 for every 10.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, he's teed to me, like, if it goes, like, too far, obviously, and fair enough,
still,
bro, but
like,
even just the idea, you know,
amazing,
like, it means a lot, so.
Fucking awesome.
If you do it, man, fucking hats off to you, because that is amazing.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's real big.
But, yeah, nah, if you're in a position to help out, or, you know, you fucking run in some cash, bro, there's no better way to put your money, like, you know. Obviously, you can invest it for your future. I'm not saying don't do that, because that's a fucking fantastic idea, but... If you don't know what to do with your money and you've just got cash lying around, I'm telling you, give it to the people that need it. Like, we're not taking anything. I can hand on heart, I can tell you that I'm not touching a single dollar, nor is anyone else on that night. So, yeah, no, have faith that it's all going to charity.
Mate.
Yeah.
So I think we're good there.
Yeah.
So I think we've done well.
Yeah.
That was a mean one.
No, I'm happy with that. Give it a mad thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah, mad shout out to everyone that's watching. Everyone that's watched, commented on it in the past few
Yeah.
weeks. I'm fucking stoked. Really am. This has been 7 months of just going on small numbers, and it still is small numbers. I'm appreciative. I'm far too appreciative.
It's small, but it's not really. You know,
bro,
you
it's
think about
fucking
50,
awesome,
50 subscribers or whatever, and you think about
We're
the
at
amount of
59.
people that we hang out with at the drags. You know, that's more than our little niche. You know,
Yep.
we've got a wider audience already, so you got to be happy with that.
Oh, I'm stoked, man. I couldn't be happier.
But no, I want to say thank you for letting me on as well, Violet.
Anytime.
It does.
That.
Yeah, I know that you
59
wanted to do
subscribers.
this tonight, but hearing what you wanted to talk about, I was like, nah, I need to get that.
Yeah.
Get my 2 cents in.
Nah, 100%, man. It was on my mind all day. I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do something.
No.
Just know there's people out there struggling. Too
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
I know
So
there's
if
more
you
than
are
people
worried
listening.
that you're going to run into an ex or you're going to run into someone that you've got beef with, put it aside, man. If you do see that person, run over to us. We're going to be in high visors.
Yep.
No drama's going to go down
Yeah.
around us. I'll just be like, hey, settle down. I'll just take the piss out of the situation. You'll be fine.
We got our high visors for the night.
Yeah.
Let
So
me just
keep an
Yeah.
eye out for those. We'll all be walking around. We
got our
got
high visors.
our buckets on us. We'll have the stickers on
You'll know
us.
who we are.
We'll be posting up anyway closer to the date, so you'll know where we are. We'll have raffles going as well. So we got the raffle. I don't know if we've spoken about that on here, but
Yep, we had the stickers that we showed.
yeah. So we've got the raffle as well. So there's a few raffle prizes up for grabs. 400 tickets, $2 a ticket. We'll be posting up. That'll be in one
We've got
location.
a couple of
So
small sticker ones here. I'm gonna do a quick show.
yeah,
A couple of sticker prizes.
yeah. So
Packs.
nah,
Few packs, few suicide stickers in there.
well prepared this year, and it's
anime stickers.
yeah.
All sorts.
it's all incentives for you guys to get out there and get amongst it. Obviously we can't just, you guys aren't just going to turn up for no reason, so this is the sort of work that we put in behind the scenes to try and get everyone on board. So
Yeah. If you're watching this and know someone that's kind of about coming out or about the scene in general, or even someone that's you think may be struggling and needs someone to listen to or talk to, send them this podcast.
yeah, man,
Make them aware of what
let
this
them
is all
make the
about.
decision. Yeah,
100%. Just
once
say to them,
people
watch
are
this,
more
listen to
aware,
this.
fuck. If I was that person at home and I saw this and I'd be that much more aware, I'd probably change my opinion. Even if
Yep.
I wasn't a car person, I'd probably want to come out just to see what it was like.
That's it. We're doing this for a wholehearted reason. We're not.
And
doing it
even
for
if you
any sort
don't
of
come
clout.
out, you don't even need to get out of your car, man. You can just roll in, go for a drive around, see what the environment's like, and drive out.
Yep.
You don't have to donate. If you see us walking with a bucket, put your window down and just be like, hey, man,
Yeah,
you
give us
don't
a
have to
wave.
get out of your car. Don't think that you have to. If you're that anxious, I'm not telling you to get out and come and donate. Just wait in your car until you see us roll around. If you see me walking past or anyone with a bucket, give us a beep, wave out, I'll come to you. I don't expect you to get out of your car.
We've done that many years.
Exactly.
We walked around the cars.
I try and make a point of going to every single car just so I can capture everyone.
Yep.
Because I know how hard it is for some people when you're in that mindset to get out of your car. It's not an easy thing. So don't be shy. If I come up, you don't have to talk. Just hold your coin out the window,
Yep. We'll hold out the stickers. You take them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy as that. Seriously.
Yeah. If there is people out there watching and you are that sort of person, don't feel judged at all.
Yep.
Yeah. We've all
Honestly,
been
man,
there.
I myself walking around with a bucket, I'm going to be anxious as shit myself.
I know you
what
are.
I'm like.
Yeah, I know
so
you are.
Trust me, man, I'm going to be just as anxious walking up to your guys' cars as you're going to be seeing me walk up to them. So trust me, I'm going to be shaking and shit
Yeah.
on the way. Don't you worry, but I'm still going to be there doing
You'll hear Violet.
Yeah,
the
you'll
little
hear
coin
them
shaking.
coming You'll hear the
It's not
coins.
parkies, mate. It's just nerves.
It's just nerves. Yeah.
So nah.
So yeah, honestly, man, we get it. We understand.
Yeah.
That's all we really wanted to get across in this is that we get it and we understand.
Yeah. You're not alone.
100% not alone.
Yeah.
Never alone.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm happy
With that. Happy.
54 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Stoked.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
an hour long.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to wrap it up here. We'll see everyone Friday night. Alright, 100% see everyone Friday night.
Yeah. Infamous, if you're watching, you
Bring
gotta
cash
you gotta
tomorrow.
beat a $5 note, boys.
Yep.
That's my contribution.
That's
so.
what's coming up so far that we know of. We've got Infamous coming in on podcast tomorrow night, so look out for that one. this time tomorrow.
Yeah. If any of you Jimmy bastards out there won on the Melbourne Cup today, I'm expecting you to fucking donate some of your winnings. That is bullshit, because I did not win fuck all. I lost money. Alright, so put your winnings in this.
I was at a customer's house today, bro, and he like had a desk set up with a couple of computers with trackside on, his TV with trackside, bro, had all the sheets down and stuff.
Really
like, bro, blinds are in that room, man. And he's like, right. I was like, oh, yeah, good on you.
Like, it's a big night if you're into the horses, mate, so if there's anyone watching that's into the horses, I feel you. But if you won, donate.
Donate.
Because I didn't.
So, yeah, keep an eye out for the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
I'll be doing them later on in the week as well. I'll probably hit up some different people. So...
Keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out, man. Keep an eye out. Follow the socials, Instagram, TikTok, @unknown something else. The Insta's got blowing up. It's at 100 followers now.
Mate.
Which is cool. I'm going to start posting on that more, some small things. I'll start sharing things like the meets and stuff on them. So yeah, go follow them. Subscribe. Share this to someone that you think might need it.
Yeah. Yeah, most importantly, send it to people that need it.
Yeah.
Or if you're a part of a group on Facebook or something, you know, like a little support group or anything like that, because there's plenty of those out there. I know there is. Like, send a link.
Yeah.
It can be anonymous. You don't have to tell us you've done it. Like, you know, we don't see who's viewing it, so send it to those support people. You know, it might not be a car person, but it might be someone struggling, and they might sign an older video or just something that speaks to them. So
yeah. And honestly, man, if anyone just wants to like as we said earlier, needs to like talk about something but can't talk directly to someone or anything like that, honestly, drop your story in the comments. I know like you probably have some account attached to it. Make up a Gmail. All you gotta do is make a new Gmail on YouTube, bro. It could be any name, no profile picture, anonymous as you can make it, and just spill what you need to spill.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. You need to do it, just do it.
Yeah.
We're here for that.
100%. Oh, have a good night, team.
Yep, and we'll see you all out on the weekend.
Yeah, see you Friday night.
Alright, y'all. Love you all. Catch you later.